Miguel, welcome to the room. I was wondering about, I guess, just your path coming here last year, and you know, I guess you were able to redshirt. You didn't play early in the season, and not quite sure what all went on with that. But I was wondering if you could enlighten us a little bit on that and just how things have been this preseason.
Yeah, me and the coaching staff, we came up with a plan, and we just decided it was best for me to redshirt last year, and that's really what all it was.
And then how things have been this preseason, Coach? I think it was Williams said you had a really high FBI.
FBI. Yeah, football IQ. Oh yeah. Off season been great, man. Going through the spring, just going on the second year in the defense. I feel like everything's clicking, picking up more, and just being able to grow in this defense been great.
Larry, I think you told us like you are going to bounce around everywhere. We saw you at Hog today. Just do you like have a preference on either one, or like?
Wherever I could be a dog at on the field, that's where I'm going to be at.
I mean, I think we saw you do some Hog during the spring. How much of that are you doing so far in fall camp? And does either spot fit you better? Or?
Like Larry said, I'm just trying to get on the field. Whatever I can do to help the team, I'll play.
I want to ask you about your relationship with T. Will, and just like what brought you here, basically.
So T. Will was at Auburn. He recruited my brother. He went to Auburn as well, so the relationship was already there. And when I hopped in the portal, Arkansas reached out, of course, and I weighed my options. And at the end of the day, I felt as if this was the best place for me.
Miguel, the bowl game performance you had last year and the team, how does that play into maybe your confidence going into the season and more playing time and stuff?
It's really just a great propel to next season. Offense and defense, we had a really good game, and that's great. You're just going into the off season, having that feels a lot better coming off a victory than the season, a loss.
Can't forget about that pick now.
Would you mind breaking down maybe the skill sets that these two guys have?
Both of these guys make my job a lot easier. I would definitely say that. They're great communicators. Their football intelligence is very, very high. So if I'm on this, we're always on the same page, and it's just like a big jail back there in the back end.
Just to follow up with your brother playing at Auburn, I mean, what do you kind of remember those days like? I think Coach Woodson was saying that that connection was there from you being on campus a little bit.
It was a minute ago because, he graduated a while ago, but I remember it feeling like a family, especially T. Will, because every time I went up there, it was, it's the people, you know what I mean? And when T. Will left, and I hopped in the portal, it was, man, I felt that same feeling that I felt at Auburn, and it all came down to the people, ultimately T. Will and Woodson.
For any of you guys, a guy that we've heard a lot about is Andrew Harris. I mean, what do you think he does well? What stands out?
He a dog. And he's just picking up the defense day in and day out. He's getting better because he's still new. But man, he a dog.
But I say, to me, his physicality just stands out. Usually you're trying to get guys to get amped up, but he's one of the guys you got to tell him calm down a little bit sometimes.
Larry, for you, Coach Woodson was just in here talking about the DBs, saying that it's kind of a no-name group. I mean, how accurate do you think that describes you guys right now?
We no name right now, but we won't be at the end of the season. So I kind of like the mentality, the walk-on mentality going into the season. We have a lot to prove. So does everybody else. So we just take that on the chin, and we just can't wait to prove everybody. We'll prove ourselves right.
I wonder if all you guys could tell us a little bit about J.J. Shelton. I mean, he was recruited as a linebacker, played hog, and now he's at boundary safety. Coach Woodson said he's going to help y'all this year.
Oh yeah, he definitely going to help us this year. I'm so glad to have J.J. Shelton in the room. It's like my little brother in the room, So he growing as a person, as a man, as a young man as well. So it's great to have him in this room.
Young player with a lot of talent. He's still learning every day. Getting better as well, but he definitely gonna help this room.
Let's say, even though he's new to the position, you can tell he has a lot of natural ability, and this is his first camp, but he's coming along well. He's growing really fast.
Miguel, bet a bunch of people don't know, you had like the second fastest time. I think you and Mike Washington tied at like 22.3 miles an hour. I think you see 6'1", 222 at safety. A lot of people don't expect that speed. Can you talk about that and your, I guess, just other attributes you feel like you bring to the table?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm so fast. One of the corners, Julian, he asked me one day, he came up to me like workouts, he was like, how are you so fast? I was like, shit, I don't know. Always been this way. I don't know. But I just feel like it helps me all around. I always played, I played all three sports growing up, and I feel like those attributes carry over to football, and I feel like that's what helps me be a great player.
What led you here from Florida?
Initially, it was the relationship I had with D. Will, who's now at Florida. But I knew about T. Will out of high school because he coached KJ Britt. Me and him went to the same high school. He coached him at Auburn, and he ended up coming. I always knew about T. Will and his energy, and he ended up going like I think fourth round. And I talked to KJ a little bit about him, and just everybody checked off. I met Coach Woodson, and I just loved the relationship in the room that was in there.
Tough was it? No, you mentioned redshirting last year when you weren't able to play in games, especially the first half of the season. Kind of, how difficult was that for you?
I just made the most of my opportunity when it came towards the end of the season.
Caleb, was there anything specifically about your 3 years at Auburn that kind of helped you transition a little easier here at Arkansas?
Level of experience in playing in this conference, playing in Iron Bowl, playing in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Like I said, this is the SEC, and there's competition everywhere. Every week you got to bring your A game because every week or any given week you can get beaten. So playing at Auburn and the experience that I have definitely helps.
And for any of you guys, just what have y'all seen out of Caleb, and how is he what has he brought to this room?
Man, he brought a whole lot of energy to this room. He brought also another vet to this room. So, it's different from having a younger guy in the room compared to having an older guy with some experience that's ready to just plug and play right now, So just that ability that he's ready to plug and play, and that SEC experience definitely helped for sure.
And then he stole my answer too, but just the energy he brings every day. I say he's consistent with it. That's a big thing too.
Give you a chance to go first. Can you talk about Larry and then Caleb, if you could?
Don't speak too high on me now.
Obviously, the first thing with Larry is, he's like a superhero. He's 6'3", 6'4", 220. He flies around, but just him, he putting it all together. And most of the guys, it usually don't translate, but for him, it translates to me.
When I first got here, I went to the facility, worked out Saturdays, and lo and behold, he's there. And we did that every single weekend, putting in time every single weekend, putting in time, and that's helped our relationship grow. But man, you talk about a walk-on mentality. Everything he do is down to the details, and the way he approaches the game, the passion he plays with. Man, I'm looking forward to the season playing so alongside three.
It's been a minute since Nick Perry was in the room. I think it was last week, and he said the safeties at that point were getting more turnovers through that point of camp. Who might be near the top of the turnover chart?
I think I might be at the top. I got 3 on. I don't know. I think I might be at the top.
I can't lie to you. Keyshawn DeVilla.
Keyshawn DeVilla. He's stacking some days right now for sure. So he's up there too for sure.
Lots of picks.
Yes, sir.
Man. Y'all raking the ball out some too?
All of it. All of it.
Coach got to tell us to chill out sometime.
I guess what are you guys looking forward to this final scrimmage coming up Saturday?
Man, I'm just looking forward to seeing the guys make plays, to see some great communication, and obviously when we get to this last scrimmage, we're 2 outs from game day, so just kind of just getting that feeling of it's time to go, you know what I mean? So just ready to see the guys go for real, for real.
Just keep getting better, be consistent as we can be, because that's the formula. Just keep building days, keep stacking days, and when game day gets here, we'll be ready.
So I'm looking forward to us just, playing together, playing fast, playing physical, and looking like an SEC defense, really.
I'm wondering if each of you could tell me a different guy. So if somebody steals your guy, you got to tell me somebody different. On the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver particularly, who is maybe giving y'all trouble, who just really standing out.
Omega Blake. He make a lot of plays. He got sure hands, and he's another vet as well. He know what he's doing. He knows how to get open.
I'm gonna go. I'm ready to see Raylan Sharp play for sure. He's very quarterback friendly, I would say. So if his zone is man, he's open for sure.
I'm gonna say C.J. Brown. I like C.J. last year, but this year he's a completely different player. Going on year 2, he's fast, twitchy. Can't wait to see what he does this year.
Follow up on Davila. I mean, what's made him so successful in getting all these takeaways?
Speed kills, and he's just a dog. I'm glad to see he's learning the defense. He's learning the ins and outs of why to do it, because the physical ability. And Ray Charles can see he got the physical ability, so we all know he got the physical ability for sure. So I'm just glad to see that he's actually starting to learn. So putting that physical ability with the playbook, man, he's gonna be unstoppable.
We heard that Monte Harrison is causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
What's it like guarding him?
He's a big body SEC receiver. He go up and get the jump balls and catch balls over the middle of the field, and then yak when it's time to get him on the ground. He's 6'4", 230, so that big SEC presence that he brings.
Appreciate y'all.